this space. Some of us have been living in the space of heartache so long that we can't come out of this space. But I dare you to look at your neighbor and say he's a promise keeper. I see it. I see it. I see it. Come on, Andre. Let's get ready to go. I need about 3 believers that believe God with everything you got inside of you to say, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see his promise for my life. I see everything he's got in store for my life. Oh, God. I see him beginning to work on me. I see him beginning to change me. I see him beginning to make a way for me. Every time I think about his goodness, every time I think about his mercy, every time I think about his greatness, it puts me into a space of realizing he won't leave me nor forsake me. And so in short words, Adriana, I am never alone. That he walks beside me and he keeps me and he guides me. And I'm encouraged that everything, not 1, 2, 3, not 4, 5, 6, but everything is gonna be all right. We've been made endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning time. If I can just hold out just a little while longer, he's going to keep his promise. He's going to bring me out. It may not seem like it. It may not look like it. But my God is a promise keeper. He will never leave me nor forsake me. He's got me. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Most High God. I declare and I decree that God's got me covered. It may not look, it may not seem like it, but Jerusalem is on the horizon. Ark land is on the horizon. I can see it right now. I can see it happening right now. I can see it taking place right now. We're about to come out of Babylon. Ark land is in front of us. I dare somebody, anybody, everybody press towards Auckland. I can see it right now. I know it's happening right now. I declare and I decree it's mine. Whatever it looks like, it's mine. Whatever's going to go on, it's mine. And because you are part of Auckland, God has to use you in order to produce. I dare you to say it. I see Jerusalem. I see my next level. I see my breakthrough. Auckland, it's on the way. I dare 3 believers to believe with me and say, Auckland, it's here and it's now. He's a promise keeper. He wouldn't tell me and it would not take place. He wouldn't tell me and it would not happen. He wouldn't tell me and not bring it to pass. Hey, neighbors, don't you worry too long. We're about to go. Auckland, it's on the way. Hey, neighbors, you won't hear us much longer. Auckland, it's on the way. He is a promise keeper. Look at your neighbor and say, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Auckland is on the way. He's a promise keeper. Now, I need for you to get in line because some of you have been in a space where he can't use you. And if you're accurately in the way, he's going to have to remove you in order to get what he needs in order to produce Auckland. The year of 2024 is the year of what? Somebody said it, but everyone didn't say it. 2024 is the year of what? In order to receive a harvest, you have to do what? I hear y'all, but I don't hear you. In order to receive a harvest, you have to do what? I know y'all think I'm just saying this to say this, but I'm trying to usher you into a space of believing what God has for his people. God is about to do something miraculous, mind-blowing, that we can only say God did. Because if it was my hands, I wouldn't need him. I'll just say Kelsey did it. But I need for it to fit the description of who I serve. Karen, did you hear me there? I need for it to fit the description of who it's coming from. And so some of you don't even realize what you're seeding in when I say the word Arkland. We're going to take possession of property. We're not only going to make it a space for the homeless, the broken, and broken homes to come together, for the addict to become from addicted to anointed. We're not only going to take it from the person who couldn't keep their children to become parents. There are going to be different facets on that land. But as Ark Land, as you primary seeders into Ark Land, you have equity in the building of Ark Land. But how can you have equity in something you did not sow in? How can you find equity in something you didn't find enough to invest in? That will now make you thieves if you take from something you did not put in on. Got to teach it the way God is giving it to me on today. Because anybody that knows me knows my heart, and I don't like talking like this. But I got to be honest. There are some people that have been living scot-free. And it's time for you to invest. Because what God is going to do on Ark Land, I said this earlier, I said, know your leader. I'm going to remember original and board members that stalked Ark Land. And I'm going to remember that they was a part of the start. And so you're going to go on Ark Land one day and you're going to say, this property has my name on it. This space this lot has my name on it. And you're not going to realize it's a harvest of what you sowed. But we can't get to that level if you're not sowing. My wife told me, I'm going to be honest, my wife said, I don't know if I'm going to want to live on it. The devil is a lie. I'm going to live right on Ark Land. I'm going to pray that spirit right out of her. Get over it. You living right here. You better be lucky if I don't put the house right in the middle of Ark Land with a big sign that says Pastor House. Get over it. Because I have nothing to hide in the way that I live. When they see me, I'm gonna have a tree planted out. And it's going to be called the prayer tree. And oftentimes you'll see me on my knees right in front of that tree. I might even be retired, but I still want to be in front of that prayer tree. I might not be the pastor. I might have somebody overseeing the house at that moment, but I'll still be praying for them. This is a sowing for something greater. This house is not built for us. It's temporary. And we can't go no further in the tent. Ark Land is on its way. Babylon, we thank you. Says they were there 70 years. And they said it was great. Says they didn't have no complaints. Said that they didn't have a word to say. I don't have neighbors. Some of you, I love you. I thank God for you. Some of you, the Lord is going to handle you. You need to say honestly exactly what it is. I ain't do nothing to you. I've been a good man. But you've been going against me every way that God's going to handle that for me. But Babylon, Jerusalem is on the horizon. Elder Victoria, can I tell them why Jerusalem is important? Because Jerusalem was considered what? The promised land. Some of us didn't hear that. Jerusalem Minister in Training Multi was considered what? The promised land. Arkland is the promised land. I promise you, people are outside in their ears hearing about Arkland. I'm not surprised if there's somebody that's lost in their mind that they're accurately hearing the Holy Ghost, and that person with the lost mind is saying, where is Arkland? Because God has assigned a land to us that's going to perfect and help people. You wonder why we're getting nurses left and right in this ministry. Soon they won't be working for nothing else but Arkland. We will have a full recovery center going on Arkland. The first part that anybody that comes to Arkland, before they can become a part of Arkland, they have to go through the recovery center. They have to be able to recover and understand what they're recovering from. A lot of recovery centers have not taught people how to recover. They taught people how to become what they want them to become. But in the recovery center, we're going to help people realize exactly who they are, what they lost, and the promise that's upon their life. He is what? A promise keeper. And so from the recovery center, they will be acknowledged and they will have an understanding of who they are. And from there, we're going to have different professional centers where they can begin to work out of and begin to learn how to do trades. Some may become CNAs. Some may become LPNs. Some may become registered nurses. We're going to have a full accredited school. My God. Some people, my God, may become private contractors. Some people may work for Arkland, my God, contracting. Get ready, Moti. Some people may work for Arkland contracting because you think that Arkland is only going to be in Jersey. But I came to encourage you. There's an Arkland coming to Baltimore. Came to encourage you. There's an Arkland coming to North Carolina. Came to encourage you. There's an Arkland coming to Seattle. Came to encourage you. Cleveland, I'm not letting you go either. There's an Arkland for you. Jacksonville, here I come. There's an Arkland everywhere. That before I close my eyes, I'm going to be before the president, and he's going to be talking about Arkland and what we're doing. Whoever the president or he or she may be at that moment, my God, God's going to have Arkland on their mind. But I need for everyone to understand that a promise is a promise. And a promise always starts with a dream being fulfilled. And some of you don't realize that some people don't want you in this dream. Some people don't want you to reach the next level because some people are jealous of where you are. So you have to be careful with the company you keep. Why? There's a promise on my life. Everyone standing. I won't hold you longer. I have to go to another service in a couple of minutes. But I need for you to look at your neighbor and say, he's a promise keeper. I don't know about nobody else, but he kept some promises to me. Y'all don't realize where we're about to go and what I see. Can I share? What I see is millionaires all around me, all coming from Arkland. We will have our own investments. That when you die, you'll leave your family more than a lint that's in your pocket. That you will leave legacy. That people will want, if there's an Arkland in Baltimore, guess what? You got equity in it. You don't even realize. And some of us think the equity. Do any of y'all believe in spiritual equity? Do some of you believe that what I sow into spiritually, God's going to advancably promote me for it? I'm tired of us being broke. Everyone get a seed in your hand. Everyone get a seed in your hand. If you don't have it, get on your line. If you don't have it, you're still going to touch my hand. Pour this all in my hand. I need the kids to come from the back too. Get a seed in your hand. If you don't have a seed, come. But I want you to not come empty. What are you going to carry in your hand? What I'm going to have next. Time in, what do you want to be able to seed? Give me a number. Give me a number. Think about it. Everybody that's got a seed in your hand, I want you to get a seed in your mind and a seed in your hand. Whatever you want, I need for you to say it. There's an oil on the ark land right now. And now watch this. Some of you are going to pray for salaries. The moment that you pray, and I need for you to listen to me, even to the online lookers, because God's going to do it. I'm going to pray that God do it for you right now, even to the online lookers. When I touch your hand, God is going to give you what you're asking for, but you have to be obedient. The first thing you have to do is tithe. A lot of us have not been tithing. Will a man rob God? Will a man rob what God is trying to do with the ark land? We are struggling. We need the help. Church cannot survive on a $42 offering. We need seeders. And yes, I seed. If you want to see what I gave to the church, I have no problem. If you want to see what I gave to the church in the past 5 years, I definitely have no problem. I'm that leader. That when the rent couldn't get paid, I paid it. But I'm telling you, the Lord says, Arkland is on the horizon. And he told me from this moment to the beginning, to the end of 2000, Multi, you are here and you are a future trustee. From this moment to the beginning of 2024, he said, prominent tithers will be board certified, my God, possessions in land of Arkland. That means you are seeding into a promise, and when we get this land, you're going to have space on it. Because God is not going to let me be a liar. How much did I ask the Lord for? 100 acres? That could be divvied up. That's enough space for Arkland, the recovery center, the church, the school, and houses, and apartment buildings. Dixa and a gym. And that's how you dream. And a field. Will come soon to Arkland. When the Jets win the Super Bowl, you messed me up. I don't got my video because I had proof that I was the reason they in the Super Bowl. But y'all didn't record. I won't go there right now. But these teams are going to seed into what we're doing, because Arkland is bigger than just having church. It's about deliverance of people. Everybody's saying, Pastor, why are you trying to get all the young women and all the young men into nursing? Because it's a prominent career that will develop even bigger. Before the year of 2030, the nurse's starting salary will be $200,000.
Registered nurses will be making $200,000 starting. So you're sitting here and you're wondering why I see something. Now, once again, before I don't lose my purpose, when you come up here, you touch my hand, you tell God what you want. I want you to tell him, I want you, a lot of us, how many of you have a problem with dreaming?
None at all.
A lot of us don't realize dreams do come true because he's a promise keeper.
Yes, Lord.
I remember when Pastor Mashawn, the person that was here, told me and my wife, you're going to one day be able to minister to couples. I thought, she's a lying prophet. I am not going to be able to tell no couples nothing. I don't even want to be with my wife. But her word took time. 24 years later, comes to pass. If you ask me anything about marriage now, I can explain it up and down. Because in my finite mind, I could not understand what God was going to do. Everyone coming up with your seed, I need for you to envision not only what you want God to do for you financially. If you're not married, I want you to vision who you're going to marry and what your home is going to look like. If you are a single parent, what you want for your children to look like. If you're married and you got children, what you want to go on in your house and what you want your family to be like. This is a prominent blessing that when you touch my hand and the oil goes upon you, and I need for you just to not try and take all of the oil. I want y'all to share the oil. And so when you come up and touch my hand, I need for you to believe it. You understand? Big word, believe it. Today will be the day it doesn't bother you no more. I want to touch, put the oil down. I want to touch your hand first. Because I want to get to those voices that you've been dealing with, that you have not told me about. The anger and the things that you've been dealing with, that you've been wanting to get rid of. My God, touch my hand now. It shall not bother you no more. It's over with. Today is a day of deliverance, and it shall be yours. It shall be yours. It's over with. Get out of his ear. It shall not be there no more. It's over with. Not God, give him his mind. His pure mind. Jesus. It's over. You can't have a fire. I need about 3 of you that are believers to come up here right now. How many of you are dreamers? If you got a dream, Father, it's bigger than what you think. It's more than what you think. That's why the enemy been attacking you so much in your quiet hour, telling you everything that you're not. That's why your family comes to you the way it does. Because God has anointed you with power. You may be small, but you got anointing. You got victory. And the enemy won't have no power over. Come forth. Come forth. Come forth. Come forth. Come forth. It's over. It's over. It's over. Come forth in your house. Every attack over. Everything that's been fighting you over. God is about to take you and your entire family. I bind every attack that has come between you and your daughter. Danger, it's over. Time for you to come back. I bind every hold on your life. Over. It's real, it's really you. You can't play with this no more. I'm bind every attack that's been on your mind. On the left and on the right. You still need to come into the house. It's not your only house. There's more to come. God said, happen for your children. It's going to happen for your house. And what you're saying is not only my children, but my husband's children. There's something that behind her. Everything that surrounds you. I don't need you there. I need you to hold her hand. In the name of Jesus. I see the next breakthrough. Come on, praise him. Come on, somebody, praise him. Somebody praise him. Praise him. I want the young people to run up here. Oh, say to my heart, run. Oh, say to my heart. You want it from God and ask him for it. You get to call on the Lord. Close your eyes. Listen to me. I promise you. Say, Polu, Felicia, Andre, you can be the children. I need y'all to go up to the adult section for 1 second. I need the young people. Hold the children. Somebody get the children. Hold it. I need to pray for y'all separately. Stand over here for 1 moment here. In the name of Jesus. Young people, say access granted. Raise your hands and say access granted. When you are trying to enter into something and you have a key card and you go into that building, you can look at there and it says access what? I'm promising you, whatever you pray to the Lord for right now, it's going to be access granted. That the Lord told me that y'all have to do it together. And so I need for you to raise your hand if you're not free. Need for you to raise your hand. Lana, look at me, baby, raise your hand. Look at me, baby, I need for you. You trust God? You trust God? You want to pray for your parents? Whatever you pray for your parents is going to take place. Right now, you hear me? Whatever you ask the Lord for you shall happen on today. I want a victory report. I want the young people on next week Sunday to happen. When it happens, write it down and come back with a testimony that it happened. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Put the mic down. You don't need it right now. Raise your hands. I don't care about that. Raise your hands. There's a victory in this place. Raise your hands. Everybody raise your hands. In the name of Jesus. You gotta let go. You got to let go. You got to let go. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. You come on, come on, let's say what I'm talking. You come on, promise keeper. Oh my God, He's about to do it for you. Even when you're praying for your mother right now, He's going to do it for you. Everybody go hold. You do it for your sister. Do it for you. Everything that God has promised you is about to come back to school. He's going to do it for you. You're about to pass every class. You're about to be able to do it all. In the name of Jesus. Everybody go hold. In the name of Jesus. Everybody. all the young people. Every young person, have you been prayed for? Come here, Lord. See, you God is going to protect you. As you go into your new school, God's going to be with you and keep you. And nothing's going to hurt you or harm you. This will be the greatest time of your life. You hear me? Don't you be answered. When you go to that school, guess what you're carrying with you? God. God's going to be with the teacher. God's going to be around you every step you make. You hear me? In the name of Jesus. Come on. Raise your hands. Somebody say offering. It's on the way. Somebody say offering. It's on the way. every online visitor. We thank God for you and you. And I pray that God will richly bless you and keep you. And all four of them of God is real saying. I'm saying, and all four of them of God is real saying. Oh, God, bless us indeed, Lord, my God. Now am I you with us.